We are live.
What is happening, everybody?
In your face.
We back in full effect. It's your people, Mel's of the MIC.
And I'm the radio personality formerly known as JoJo Paul.
And we welcoming you inside another edition of the Untitled Sports Show live on Twitter, Facebook, and also on what else we have? I don't know what the hell else we have. Oh, on YouTube. That's right.
Yes.
On YouTube. Okay. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another episode. This episode is entitled "What's Up, Doc?"
What's up, Doc?
And of course, you can call into the show at 512-522-3006. Again, the phone number 512-522-3006 for you to call in and chime in as we get it in and talk about a lot of stuff going on today, JoJo Paul. Well, let's start with first off, we got to start with, we're gonna send our best regards, I guess, to y'all president.
To a recovery from COVID.
Yes, we gonna keep it classy.
We ain't gonna be heartless bastards.
Yeah, we ain't heartless bastards. Even though your hard-headed ass should have listened. You want to listen to the scientists, but it's all good. But thoughts and prayers to the president. Even though I do believe that you're going to hear about a miraculous recovery from COVID.
Of course, it'll just go away.
And it'll just go away, like
you notice it's timbering.
Yeah, it's timbering down. Hey, fix that. You fix that while I handle that. Don't forget. Yeah, you got it. We got this plastic table. We kind of ghetto up in here. Don't forget, phone number 512-522-3006. Phone lines are open if you want to call in and chime in on the topics that we're talking about today. What do we want to start with, JoJo Paul?
Well, we don't normally talk about baseball, but another legend passed away this week. I'm talking about longtime Cardinal dominant in the 60s,
yes,
Bob Gibson.
Yes, sir.
They had to lower the mound because that man was so dominant.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace to the late, great Bob Gibson. Of course, one of him and Sandy Koufax were probably the biggest pictures of their era back in the 60s.
Early and mid-60s.
Most definitely, especially those great Cardinals teams. Those great Cardinals teams were amazing.
Those late 60s Cardinals teams, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Bench. You had, who else you had on that team? Lou Brock. Lou Brock was on there, wasn't he?
Brock was on there.
He was on there for a little while.
Of course, the pitching staff.
The
ace himself, Bob Gibson.
No doubt. So rest in peace to the late great Bob Gibson. As we get caught up on the headlines in sports this week, lots of stuff to talk about. Of course, the top story, one of the top stories, of course, is the NBA Finals going on right now.
Well, I wouldn't really call it a top story. We pretty much are seeing what we expected.
We say this last week and the week before that, that this was the Lakers shit to win and lose for the most part, and they're basically giving LeBron James his fifth ring. Go ahead and clap it up for LeBron because it's a done deal.
Minus a collapse of epic proportions.
Now, I will say this. I do like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is what we all hope LeBron and the rest of these so-called modern NBA greats are, which is, I'm gonna drag the team on put it on my back. Right. You ain't heard nothing of me. I mean, look, listen, you ain't heard nothing about Miami. All you heard was Jimmy Butler and a whole bunch of dudes are in the NBA Finals.
They even tried to put Spoelstra and LeBron on the spot asking about each other. Kind of entertaining.
That is kind of entertaining.
Side-skirted.
But you need, as media right now, sports media, especially with the NBA, you need something right now to at least stoke something up. To stoke something up, because this is, again, like I said, this is going to go down in epic fashion. The Lakers are going to win this NBA title. Right. And y'all, and Lakers fans, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, you can thank Dell Demps. Go ahead and thank Dell Demps now. The former GM of New Orleans. Y'all got AD. But I said this before when the trade happens, when they got AD. They're going to win the title this year. Right. It's these next few years y'all need to be watching for. It's the next few years that you ain't got no draft picks.
Right. And he'll get bored.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is never satisfied.
We'll see. But we'll see. Well, it ain't even so much Anthony. I think it's LeBron. Like, LeBron's going to get his fifth ring. This is his 10th NBA Finals. He's going to get his fifth ring more than likely. I'm quite sure he's going to come back for one more year so he can get to the sixth. Right. And see what happens from there. But it's a done deal, man. The Lakers going to win this shit, man. So y'all just, Miami fan, I'm sorry. Can y'all steal at least
salvage
one game?
A game
Can y'all at least get one game out of this shit? That's all I'm asking. Can you get at least one? Can you get one game out of it? So that's my curiosity right now. But I think it's a done deal, brother. What you think?
Yeah,
So we gonna move on.
It's just a matter of if they can steal one. They may want to win the game in LA. They may give them, lay off.
Ain't no way in LA. I mean, ain't no on the roads or nothing like that. They're still in the bubble. But what else we got to talk about? Doc Rivers, which was a point, which we kind of said on this show when the Clippers collapsed that they're going to put this on Doc, and they did. They rolled Doc Rivers
because first thing everyone said, "Oh, the 3-1 thing, the 3-1 thing."
Right. But then again, once he got fired, everybody in the league was like, "Oh, I want to give him give me some of that blowing 3-1 lead."
Because they were talking Mike D'Antoni going to the Sixers up till this happened.
Look, everybody was like, "Oh, give me some. I'll take some of that." Because I mean, look, if your team had made the playoffs, you will want some Doc Rivers in your life right about now. You will want some Doc Rivers in your life.
I don't know. Do you really want to step into the Sixers?
That's the question, but it's going to be a good fit for him, I think, because I mean, that team
needs leadership.
That's basically all it really needs. Is it needs somebody that can whip the chains and get them boys in line. And I think Doc is going to be perfect for what's going on in Philadelphia right now. I know he interviewed in New Orleans, and I didn't want Doc Rivers to be the coach of New Orleans. I really didn't. I just wanted to see Dave Griffin. I just wanted to see Griffin doing some shit. I just talk to somebody. Goddamn! I mean, you get all the good hirings, all the good jobs getting sucked up, and we ain't heard nothing. You ain't talked to nobody or nothing. But will he be a good fit in Philly? What do you think?
In 2-3 years, are we going to be watching him go again?
That's the question. I think he's a good fit in Philly. Them boys, it's a young, talented squad. They just need to put the right pieces together and get a coach that's going to whip them up the ass and get the ball rolling and get that thing jumping off.
Well, we all know the NBA, the most expendable person on the court is the coach,
no doubt. And also, it was the smart move for Doc because the East is the easier conference. Outside of Miami, like we don't know who's going to win. We thought it was Milwaukee, but we see that's not going to be.
Right.
We thought it was Miami, but you see what it is. He's moving into the easier conference. That way, I think it will be easier for him to at least get back into the playoffs on a regular basis. Because the West is still going to be unless something happens this offseason where a whole bunch of these guys decide to start moving back to the East. The West is still going to be, right. That's going to be interesting to see who they hire there in LA at the Clippers. Mm-hmm. Who are they going to hire there? Did they hire anybody?
No talk. Mike D'Antoni might go there.
That is not going to work. I can assure you that's going to fall apart. But also, we got the news that Ty Lue is going to be interviewing for the New Orleans job this week and also the Houston job as well. So lots of going to be changes going to be coming.
Right.
Man. For real. But we got to get. Since it's college football Saturday.
Right. We've been kind of scoping through the scores, and we noticed that A&M and Alabama is closer than expected.
Man,
we'll check again.
Hold on, let me check this score though, because this is the score that's got me. That's got me.
Which one is
it? Let me double check this here and see what. Okay, now Florida State is on the board now.
They finally got on the board.
Jacksonville State. I'm sorry. Jacksonville State is currently up. Last time I checked, it was 14-0, but now they're up 14-7 to Florida State right now. Florida State has scored.
So you think Florida's gonna open up the can of whoop ass?
I don't know, man. But I've been saying this for weeks. Everybody thinks their college football team is going to be the juggernaut that they was last year, and they're not.
Let's take that back.
Okay.
Alabama is now 2 touchdowns up on Texas A&M.
Well, there you go.
They were tied at 14.
Well, there you go. They start off. Everybody's going to start off slow, like LSU lost last week. Everybody's going to start off slow. Oklahoma State blowing out, and I say blowing out. Bless Miles. 31-0. That's not going.
Welcome to Lawrence.
That's not going to work out well in the near future. I already see it. UNC with the lead right now on Boston College as well. I got a good matchup. This looks like SMU. Currently bad. SMU seems to be building their program back up to the ground from what I see.
They currently are beating Memphis.
And Texas Tech getting blown out right now by Kansas State 14-0. Mississippi, Kentucky locked in a dogfight. This is the Ole Miss team. That's the Lane Train, right?
Right. That's
the Lane Train struggling with Kentucky right now, 14-0. Struggling.
The most overrated team in Texas, I'm talking about the UT Longhorns, has dropped one to TCU. They were 9th ranked.
Let me hit that button for you. When you say that again, the who?
The 9th ranked Texas Longhorns.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, you would, huh?
I'll buy overrated for $1. I was trying to get you to say overrated.
I'd buy that for $1.
And
I'll buy
Baylor
overrated for $1.
Dropped a game in overtime too, West Virginia.
Who's at my door? Somebody's banging on my door. Now my dog's barking. Look at this shit. You can't even do a live podcast no more because somebody want to pull it up. Hey, shut up with that shit. We're doing a show.
We got the dogs in the house.
Pablo and Sparky interrupting our damn show. Somebody come check on this door. Go see what's going on, Keone. Keone, go see the door. Somebody's at the door. Thank you. This is. I think that there was another goddamn podcast. Doing the goddamn podcast and people banging on the door.
Live broadcast.
This is just ridiculous. Can't even do a live broadcast at the crib no more.
Texas State is losing by 2 touchdowns to Kansas State. Yes.
I'll be trying to tell y'all this is the stress trouble of my life over here. You know what I'm saying? You try to do media at home and there's all a bunch of time for it. What's the problem, son? What the hell is that? What do they want? I'm sorry? Everybody cutting grass now? I guess so. Everybody cutting grass. Interrupting our show to cut grass. All right, anyway. But lots of college football updates. Mike Leach, though. Mike Leach. Shout out to Mike Leach, man. I've always been a fan of Mike Leach. I think he's
pirate.
Yeah, he's kind of a scumbag, but I kind of like the guy. But he did say something controversial after that win at LSU the other day, my brother. I seen a video where he said In and Out is better than Whataburger, and I gotta boo this man for that one. You gotta stick it this man. Boo this man.
Well, he's not in Texas anymore.
Keep that shit out there in Mississippi. What y'all got out there? Y'all ain't even got an In and Out there in Mississippi, let alone to be talking about slandering the good name of Whataburger. Nah, trust me, I know this for a fact. They ain't got nothing out there.
Oh, he must have been in Louisiana, huh?
Yeah, he must have been. I don't know where the hell he's been at. But yeah, that's pretty much the college football scores that we got caught up in this week. But Florida State, I mean, man, if I know anything about Florida State football fans, they are melting the fuck down right now because
they're calling for another coach's head.
They're probably calling for another coach's head. They are probably melting the fuck down right now because they can't be too happy with this. West Virginia also with the win over Baylor as well this evening. This afternoon, should I say. I seen it. I actually attended that game last year when Baylor won when they were on the roll. But also we got some military action as well. We got the Navy versus the Air Force game later on tonight. So yeah, that's pretty much all the scores. You also got LSU later on tonight, some SEC battles and matchups tonight as well. But you know, that's the college football update, man. But I keep trying to tell everybody, man, don't sit. Look, especially Florida State fan. I'm gonna just need you. I get it. They
want to bring back Bobby Bowden.
Yeah. They probably is Bobby Bowden alive? As a matter of fact, isn't he?
Might not be.
I don't know.
If he is, he's.
They might go dig him up, put him on the side. No, that sounds mad, but that sounds nasty. But that's okay. Speaking of Florida, while we're in Florida, we want to clap it up for the Stanley Cup champions,
the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Bolts, get their second Stanley Cup.
That is congratulations to the Tampa fam out there.
I am so glad they won.
Yes, because you are anti-star.
Right. I am anti-star.
But this is going to be interesting because now we're sitting here looking at a potential with Tampa Bay. Because now you got the Stanley Cup championship in the Stanley Cup trophy in Tampa Bay, but you also got the Tampa Bay Rays doing well in baseball.
The Major League postseason.
And of course, you know you got a whole bunch of people gassed up with the Brady. You a Buccaneers fan.
The bandwagon.
They on the bandwagon. Could Tampa be the next title town, JoJo Paul? Can Tampa be?
I'm not going to buy that.
Okay.
Just yet.
Okay, you ain't buying that for $1.
No, I'm not buying it.
He's not buying it. Why? Explain to me why you ain't buying that for $1. That
well, the Tampa Bay Rays will have a semi-difficult road.
Okay.
You're looking at possibly facing the Yankees. Or the Oakland A's.
Okay.
Or even the Houston Astros.
You don't think they could take them?
Nothing's a guarantee.
Nothing's a guarantee.
Well, Dodgers maybe, but
the Dodgers, I mean, yeah.
But they got a showdown date coming with the Padres.
No doubt.
You almost see this.
No doubt. Do I see it happen? It's possible.
It's possible.
But here's my thing. All of them gonna have asterisks on them. If they just look, listen, hear what I'm saying now.
Are they gonna bitch about the ball pressure again?
Look, here's what I think is gonna happen. Okay, if Tampa Bay wins all these titles, they're gonna call them COVID championships. They're gonna put an asterisk on them and say,
asterisk. That's all right, but we know who won them all.
like they're gonna put an asterisk on there like this, like
Bubble Town.
Like exactly. Like you want all the NHL, y'all won, it was a bubble. Y'all won that shit in Edmonton. That wasn't real. It wasn't a real thing. If it had home for ice advantage, all that shit. You went in baseball, y'all, they had all the fans and this and the third, and it was all that.
Okay.
And then it happened. If y'all went in
the Buccaneers are gonna start letting fans in this week. weekend. So
oh boy, that's what y'all.
shall see.
I doubt that they're gonna listen with this news coming out about Cam Newton, which we're gonna get into in a minute. We're gonna get into that conversation in a minute. With all this news, they don't need to be letting nobody in these damn stands right now.
No,
they really don't.
No,
they really don't. I mean, I'm just serious right now. They don't reconsider that shit.
Right.
For real. I mean, because I don't think I'm not going.
I'm not going.
I'm not going to any games.
Go to restaurants.
Yeah, I go to restaurants. I ain't gonna lie. I wear my mask. I'll be at Chiefs tonight anyway. Chiefs Sports Grill, 806 Atlas Avenue inside the Western Mid Plaza. Saturday night live, CTX live. You can catch me over there. You get all the details at. Oh, I'm sorry.
And enjoy some hot wings. Some excellent hot wings.
Man, they got the great bestest ways. We'll be there live soon. We'll be live. We'll be there soon. We'll be there live soon with the Untitled Sports Show. Back again, once again at Chiefs Sports Grill. So you don't think it's gonna happen? You don't think? Tampa has the chance to win 3 titles in 1 year. In 1 year in sports.
Not likely.
You don't think it's likely?
Not
you ain't buying that.
Not buying it.
Not buying it for $1.
Nope.
I ain't buying it either because I don't think the Bucs are gonna win.
I don't either.
I don't think the Bucs are gonna win. I think they're gonna make a deep playoff run, but I don't think they're gonna win. What else we got in these headlines? Because we're running through these joints today, man.
Cam Newton did come up. Actually, a guy in a Chiefs roster also came up positive.
That's right.
A practice squad player.
Right. And that's one of the things that I did want to talk about as far as with the NFL and stuff like that this week is the fact that, you already had one game getting moved.
Right.
They had another game. Now you're looking at
actually gave Tennessee and the Steelers a bye week. So they started a bye week this week.
That's correct. But do you see more COVID cancellations like this happening? Because it's going to happen. Cam Newton, once again, tested positive for COVID-19. They're moving that game to another day.
This is only where they've started. Mm-hmm. This could just be the start.
Mm-hmm.
There could be others that are going to come up.
That's just. Do you see more, though? Do you see this happening with more regularity in the NFL as we progress through the season?
Because they didn't have a bubble. Mm-hmm. There's no bubble in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. 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 I'm curious myself because
it's even more people in an enclosed area. It's more. It's not like basketball and even hockey.
Right.
We're talking about 53 players plus coaches, staff.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 100 and something people on that field.
That's gonna be, and that's why I say we don't need to be letting folks in the stands right now. I really don't. I don't know, I know some cities have let it happen, but as far as a wholesale, as far as what football is concerned, I do believe there's going to be more of these COVID cancellations, it postponements. But besides that, though, I knew that Patriots Chiefs game was going to get put on tomorrow. They wasn't going to do it like that. Which team got canceled? Which game got canceled?
Steelers Titans was
canceled. Yeah, okay.
They basically gave them a bye week.
Okay, let's look at the matchups here. Steelers Titans, Chiefs Patriots. Which one, as a 10 NFL fan, are you watching more? Which one are you going to tune in for?
Probably Chiefs Patriots.
So that's why I say that when it happened, they're gonna make that game happen. Too many ads been sold to that. That's a prime time game.
Moved.
The last report that I heard is they're gonna move it to Monday or Tuesday night. They're trying to they're trying to swap. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Trying to swap the Falcons Packers.
They're trying to move that game. They're trying to make that game happen because that's a huge TV audience, and I'm quite sure whatever the network.
Their best bet would be probably Tuesday night.
I'm thinking that as well. I need to double check that, but the last time I did check on ESPN, they said first they was thinking about postponing it, then they said they were going to delay it, and the last one I read that they're not giving them a bye week. They're going to make this game happen, and like I said. It's mainly because the main reason why they're making this game happen is because they got a lot of ad revenue sold.
That's ratings gold.
That's ratings gold. And they don't care if you ain't got Cam or not. They're not worried about Cam. They want Patrick Mahomes. And let's keep it 100. Patrick Mahomes has been the best watch of football over the last few weeks. But the NFL has announced. Wait, let me double check this source. This is the story. The NFL said in the statement Saturday that they were positive as a result of positive test. The NFL said Sunday's scheduled game will be played either Monday or Tuesday. A source told Adam Schefter that Tuesday is more likely. So they're moving heaven and earth to make sure this game gets televised.
Right.
So
the thing is, though, Cam Newton will not be on the field.
Again, let me repeat that. They're not worried about Cam Newton.
I know.
They're here for Patrick Mahomes.
But you got to be aware now because now somebody on that Chiefs roster was exposed.
Absolutely.
So now you do got to watch all the rest of that team.
And that makes no sense to even have them do it. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's, If they open up the stands, then people are trying to get money more than likely. So I can't be mad at it. I cannot be mad at it. But that's gonna be a good match. And then again, you move it to a Tuesday night, then you got the total attention of America.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The NBA Finals will probably be over.
Well, yeah, rather likely. Let me see. No, well, Game 3 is Sunday. Game 3 is Sunday. So yeah, what Game 4 is? Game 4 is either gonna be Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, you're probably gonna be wrapping up the finals right around that same day. So it's gonna be ridiculous. But they're gonna get all the headlines though, which is a good thing. Yeah. They're going to get all the headlines for that game, but that's why it's going to happen. What you know, especially these Titans, yeah, 3 Titans players that tested positive. This is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen,
all season long.
You just got to prepare for it, my people. It's going to happen all season long, whether it be, you know, postponed or delayed or moved to a different night. It's going to happen.
You may not get a bye.
You may not even get they're going to get a bye. Everybody. If you quarantining your ass is getting a bye for sure. Right. That's guaranteed bye. Yeah. But I still see this. It doesn't make sense for me that the NFL is making it happen. But then again, I understand. Because it's a money grab and they got to get this dough and they sold all these advertisements and they got to get it.
Right.
We've been in the media business for a long time. We already know what it is. But let's look back at last week, man. Because last week, it was just rife with tomfoolery all across the board.
Oh man.
But I did say this. I will clap it up for myself. I told you the Saints was gonna lose. I told y'all.
Oh, we knew that.
I told y'all. I tried to tell all the Saints fans. They was all bum rushed and I said, you know what? When you know your team is going to lose, it doesn't hurt as bad when it happens. Absolutely. So, and like I said before, Aaron Rodgers coming out here scorching the earth and everything in it. So you know that was.
And the Packers have a hidden run game.
Hidden. You damn right about that. It was hidden. I didn't even see the shit. But also the Atlanta Falcons once again saved Dan Quinn. The movement continues. Save Dan Quinn. Keep that man employed in Atlanta.
The best thing to ever happen to Chicago, they probably benched Trubisky.
Man, fuck all that. Shout out to Nick Foles and all that, but fuck all that. Save Dan Quinn. The movement continues. Go ahead on social media. Hashtag Save Dan Quinn. Make sure that man stays employed so we can keep Atlanta failing and falling off these charts. Another blown game for the Atlanta Falcons. Now 0-3. Another blown lead. It is the legacy of this franchise, and we are so happy for it, and we love it, and we thank you once again. Hashtag Save Dan Quinn. Hashtag Save Dan Quinn. All right. Bill, surprising window between the Bills and the Rams.
They went back and forth.
Yeah, they went back and forth. I think we called it Rams.
Picked the Rams.
We picked the Rams.
We didn't think the Bills would.
Look, that was looking good for They were looking good for a few minutes. We were looking good. I think me and you text each other and was like, yeah, about that bill. That bill's been coming through.
It came through.
It came through, and then they.
I called this one. I called the Browns to beat Washington.
You did, and let me clap it up for you on that one. I'm gonna clap it up.
That's probably not the only one we got.
I'm gonna go ahead and clap it up for you.
I said I would give the Browns this week. They didn't let me down.
They didn't let you down.
The Vikings did though.
Yeah. The Vikings did let you down this week. But your Bucks came through last week. Your Bucks came through. Also, the concern again. Mike Evans had 2 catches for 2 yards, but they were both touchdowns. The man has 3 touchdowns this season, but his yardage is non-existent. I got you.
So the concern is he even admitted. Tom Brady even admitted it that. He needs to get more looks and attempts to Evans because that's your number one.
Mm-hmm.
That is your best receiver on the team.
No doubt. So Tampa currently sits in first in the division.
Right.
Congratulations.
The defense.
All right, congratulations, I guess, at this point. The Lions with a surprise win last week over the Cardinals.
Yep. Save Mike Patricia movement.
I need you to fire Mike Patricia. I'm on. Look,
he got himself a stay of execution. No, he finally snapped a 13-game losing streak.
That's basically all our fam. Well, that's basically all the fam right there. George checking in with us. What's going on, George? How you doing, my brother? A couple of games the NFL canceled on Sunday. Yes, we just got done talking about that, George. About the They postponed and moved.
They moved the Chiefs game.
The Chiefs game to Tuesday night, as tentatively scheduled for Tuesday night right now. But big shout out to my man George. Appreciate you checking in. The phone number again right down the screen: 512-522-3006. If you want to call in and be a part of the show today. But also the Chiefs with a big shootout win over the Ravens last Sunday.
A lot of people said that was the Chiefs basically, the person that's holding the head of the person when they're swinging the little fist can't reach. That was the Chiefs doing the Ravens. That's how somebody described that game. It's dad holding son's head and letting him swing away, and he's missing.
That's funny stuff right there. That's all right. So of
course, I always love it when the Cowboys lose because it's butthurt for days.
Well, they I don't think, you know what I noticed with Cowboy fans is they're not as butthurt with this one because everybody's pretty much learning that Russell Wilson is on some other shit right now. Right. So it's basically it's that's what it is right now. So like I said, I didn't see Cowboy fan be too upset. I think they're more pleased.
The thing you're seeing is Dak Prescott threw 2 more picks, and I think the Cowboys again had multiple turnovers. You had 3 turnovers. So like we said last week, you turn the ball over on this team, you're not going to win.
You're not going to win.
But the concern with, a lot of people are now saying that, the Seattle defense is suspect, and they are, but they don't break. They bend.
Right.
But they don't break. When they need the big stop, they get it. When they need the turnover, they get it.
Like we saw last week with the Patriots game, the week before that, with Cam Newton ran that option play.
They'll bend, but they won't break.
And that's what the great defense is like. Not so much the dominant defenses, but a team that has a good offense and team, which has a great offense, but has a defense that can at least do that.
Right.
That can bend but not break. That's what you see in Seattle. They're good. They're a great team right now. But let's start looking forward to this week. But first, we got to get. I would like to laugh and say and boo. Let me go ahead and boo this man as well. Greg Williams with the New York Jets.
This man.
Adam Case.
You lost to a first-time starting quarterback.
The third string at that. They did everything, and they look the Jets. I'm sorry, Jets fans. I hate to pick on you, but you got to get this work. Listen, Greg Williams and Adam Gase, y'all pretty much got the retrade. The guys nobody wanted at this point as coaches, and nobody wants Greg Williams, despite the fact that Greg Williams will coach up your defense.
He's a good defensive coach.
He will coach up your defense, but you can expect. Well, you can expect penalties and lots of. I'll point out Greg Williams because Greg Williams was, the defensive coordinator of the Saints Super Bowl team. And the Bounty Gate teams, and that was the mainstay of that defense was bend, don't break. Right. They will get turnovers. They will get the ball.
Yes, the fact I think the year they won the Super Bowl, they had an ungodly amount of turnovers.
Yes, and that's the Greg Williams defense. Yeah. Now, what you're gonna get with that is an ungodly amount of flags. You will get that. You're gonna get a whole bunch of roughing the palace.
Little old school, huh?
Old school, hitting the quarterback. The quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. That's the philosophy.
Go down for the game.
Yes, exactly. So, but man, I don't know the Jets fans. Y'all got to get rid of Adam Gase because this is the third. I don't know who keeps giving this man a job. Number one,
and that teams like Miami and the Jets.
That's true. I'll buy that for $1, my brother.
I'd buy that for $1.
Come on, look at the Jets.
I'll buy that for $1.
The Jets have a history of hiring the wrong guy.
Hey, that is true.
Ever
since Belichick said "fuck that," I'm out. That's when Belichick said "fuck that," I'm out. That's when shit went downhill for them. But let's go ahead and start looking at some of these game 4 matchups this week. Of course, the Who Dat Nation takes on the Detroit Lions. I am not scared of this game, I think, but there is a problem. There is a slight problem, Saints fans, you need to be aware about. 6 starters from the Saints will not be playing, most of them on defense, including the all-pro corner Marshawn Lattimore and Janoris Jenkins. Now, 2 top corners are not going to be playing. That sounds like it's going to be a field day for young Matt Stafford. It sounds like it's going to be a field. It has all the makings for a good day for Matt Stafford.
Could be. It's
just the rest of that Detroit team. Detroit, y'all know what time it is. Listen, I know y'all trying to get Matt Patricia fired. We will help you with that this weekend. The Saints win this game. I'm just going ahead and buy that for $1.
Right? They're playing in Detroit, but the Saints are the favorite.
Y'all need to Detroit, get with me. Join me on this one. Y'all want Matt Patricia fired? Y'all want Matt Patricia fired? All right, that's what I thought. Or shit the bed with the Saints. What you got, Jojo Paul?
All right, let's start.
What you got on that Saints-Lions game? Who you got on that one, my brother? Who you got on that one? Who you got? Saints or Lions? You going with the favorite? Or you going with the Lions? Because like I said, I just told you, I just gave you the info on what you need to know and why the Saints will probably lose this game.
I don't see them going to 1-3. I don't see it this week. I don't see them going to 1-3.
You don't see it.
No.
Well, they do have to keep up.
They don't want to go 1-3.
They really don't. Oh, so it's going to be a lot of smoke.
You're
going to
give Tampa Bay the conference. You keep losing.
Yeah, the division. You mean the division?
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got, my brother?
Okay.
Now
Speaking of the Buccaneers, they're playing the Chargers.
Okay, let's talk
Tampa.
about that. Let's talk about that. Now you know you can't trust the Chargers. You
Nope.
cannot.
You don't know which team will show up. But you're not playing a scrub team.
They're not scrubs. They're a
not
decent
scrubs.
team. They are a decent team over there in well, where are they at now? Los
They're in
Angeles. Where they
LA.
at? Where they at? Where they at? Los Angeles.
I believe Tyrod Taylor.
Rancho Cucamonga. What the hell,
I
Chargers?
believe
at?
Tyrod Taylor's still out. I think it's the kid Herbert's going to get the start again.
And the kid looked good last week. But shit, y'all defense gonna terrorize that boy. That's a rookie, man. Y'all gonna terrorize that boy, man. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that one.
I'll stick with the Bucks.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks as well.
I'd
You know we
buy
can't
that
trust
for
the
a
Chargers,
dollar.
even though that is a standing policy on the show. You cannot trust the Chargers.
Right.
This could be potentially your dumpster fire game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. The Jaguars versus the Bengals. Yeah, that has all the stinky.
No, papi, no.
All the stinky.
Mania against Burrow.
I need to go ahead and put that. Y'all should have put that one on Thursday night.
No. They had that one on Thursday. They had the right game Thursday.
Put that
night.
on. Look, now
Here,
Thursday.
you want football? Here, we'll give you the Jets and the Broncos.
Thursday nights are designed for trash football.
football,
all right? So everybody can see what trash football looks like. That's what Thursday
You can't
nights.
say nothing because Tampa plays next Thursday.
Again, who they playing next
I think
Thursday?
they're playing the Bears.
There you go. Thursday nights are divided for reserved for trash football teams and trash football
Hey,
games.
let's keep it in Ohio. The Cowboys will be home against the Browns.
Well, before we move on, I want to do a pick on this Jags Bengals game.
Oh, we're really gonna make picks?
Yeah, let's make
Wow.
picks, man. Let's do it, man. That's how we do. I want to make picks, man. Stop worrying, because you know what happens on Sunday. I know why JoJo Paul don't want to make picks.
God, we looked awful.
I don't care. We didn't look that bad. We looked decent. We didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
And besides, the ones that we do get right, I would like to gloat on.
Don't we all?
The ones we do, like I said, like
I don't know. That's just Jaguars Bengals is one of those games you're like, huh?
Did I show you this? Did I show you on Instagram? I took a snippet of the video of me saying that the Saints were going to lose that game, and I posted on. It has been one of the most views on my Instagram page this week because I got that pick right. Okay,
Right.
So the picks we get right, we will gloat on. All right, so that's what we're gonna gloat on. Bengals had basically. We got that one right last week because they fucking tied. So we can clap it up for ourselves. We're going to clap it up for ourselves on that one. They basically fucking tied.
They did tie. It was a tie game.
And so they tied. So basically we got that right. Because it ain't like the Bengals ain't did what they were supposed to do. Even though they got the kissing the assistant. So technically we're whatever our record is with the tie on the season. So, but I do think, again, the Bengals have to get off the schneid. They've shown that they've been improving week after week.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the Bengals again this time. They're
All right.
supposed to be technically 2-1 at least at this
You
point.
think so?
I think they're supposed to be at least 2-1 at this
All right.
point. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Bengals on this one.
Okay.
And buy that for a dollar.
I'd buy that for a dollar.
What you got on that one? Who you think? The
Wow.
Jags defense, none of the Jags.
I tried to buy the stock on the Bengals last week against the Eagles and lost.
It wasn't you didn't lose.
Oh, you know.
You didn't lose. No, it was a push. You got some of
push.
your money back. Right? You got $10. If you put in $10 on that, you got your $10 back. So that was all right.
I'm gonna go against the grain.
Okay.
I'll pick the Jaguars.
All right, you gonna buy that for the
I'd
dollar?
buy that for a
You
dollar.
gonna buy the Jags for a dollar?
I'll go with the Jags.
They gonna go with the Jags.
I'll go
I ain't
with
mad
the
at you because that Jaguar
We can't always, ride the coattails of each other. Sometimes we gotta deviate.
I understand that, and like I said, the Jaguars are getting better. I mean, the Minshew Mania
They're
is in
doing
play,
the best they can with what they've got, which isn't much.
which is true. All right, now this one is gonna be this one.
Oh, yes.
My ladies and gentlemen, this will be a meltdown game if something happens, depending on what happens on Sunday. But this is going to be a big one. It's the Browns versus the Cowboys Sunday at noon.
Right.
The Dallas is favored
It's favored, yes.
by 4.5.
They shouldn't lose this game.
They shouldn't.
They should not lose.
They
this game.
shouldn't. They shouldn't.
This should be a clinic on Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield has been playing amazing in the last couple of games, but so has Dak Prescott.
Yes.
Dak Prescott has been off
But
the meat rack.
to keep Baker Mayfield effective, you got to have the running game. You can't put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hands and expect him to throw you to victory because he won't.
Well, and that's and this is like I say, this is going to be. I'm interested to see how this game is going to go because you have the potential for either a grounded out game or a passing game.
I think we're going to see. I think I'm going to see a lot of clock management.
You think? Oh, you think that? You think that? I think Dallas gonna come out there and try to throw that bitch all over the board.
You
Dak
think
if I read it correctly, Dak had like damn near 40 or 50 attempts last week.
Mm-hmm.
So but they can't. But Dallas, you won't win like that.
No,
you're not gonna win like that.
It might be the Browns.
You might be the Browns like that, but y'all ain't gonna win long term like that. With having Dak throw the ball 50. We seen this with.
No, you just signed Ezekiel Elliott to a crazy contract, so use him.
Run the rock. I do believe Dallas will run the rock.
I think Cowboys will win.
I think the Cowboys will win as well. We're gonna go ahead and clap it up and buy that for $1. I'll buy that for $1. I will buy that game for $1. All right. This next one here. I got the Seahawks versus the Dolphins. Hawks. Go with the Hawks. Go with the Hawks. Go with the Hawks.
Fitz magic doesn't last forever.
Take the Hawks. The Fitz magic, I don't know.
Doesn't last.
But then again, these are the type of the fucking games that
he will win.
Yeah, I know.
He'll shit this game out.
Yeah,
for
that's
him.
what I'm saying. That's the kind of game. This is the kind of game Fitzpatrick
They'll throw
gonna
for
win.
500 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, and then next week they'll play the Browns and get skull drug.
This is one of them games, but I still got Seattle winning this one. They're gonna go to 4.
Yeah, until Russell Wilson comes off the high. They're still favored.
No doubt. We already talked Chargers and Bucks. I got Ravens versus the Washington football team. Ravens. Buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1. Give me Ravens. Give me more and more Ravens coming off.
They're going to be mad.
Oh,
they are going to be mad.
And boy, that's a big point spread. 14. They got Baltimore by 14. 2 whole ass touchdowns.
I think they can cover.
Oh, they're going to cover that.
They're going to be mad.
Oh, they're going to cover that. They're going to cover that spread. They're going to cover that spread.
They've been hearing all week is how they got dominated, manhandled, and outplayed.
Right.
By the Chiefs. I'm sure they're plenty mad.
They're big mad. I ain't blaming them. But sorry. Go football team, though. Go football team. Oh, boys.
Hey, boys.
Look at what I got here. All right. Let's go. Cardinals, Panthers. Tough matchup right here. This is.
I don't know.
This is a tough one right here. But I will give the edge to the Panthers. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. The Cardinals.
No,
my bad.
You want to go against the Green?
No, I'm not. No. I know. No, I'm not. I'm not. My bad.
This was the team that let us down last week. Was the Cardinals?
Yeah, they did, but it wasn't too much of a letdown. I mean,
no, they're not going to go 16-0.
No, it wasn't too much of a letdown. They're going to have their growing pains, but I do think they get back on the schneid against the Panthers. Still dealing with is Christian McCaffrey still out? If I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's there. So you still got Teddy Bridgewater. They're pretty much, from what I could tell in Carolina, they're just managing.
Right.
But this is what we talked. But we said this at the start when Matt Rule took over. I said, look, he's gonna come up in there and sell y'all a whole bill of goods, and it's not gonna be good this season.
No,
so you just need to be prepared for it and get ready for next year and see who's gonna win the title. Now I don't think they're trying to tank. No, don't get me twisted. I don't think they're tanking, but you're gonna struggle. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals on this one, even though they're playing in Carolina.
Right.
Cardinals have field goal favorites on that one, so I think it could be close. I agree with that. What you got on that one? You say you're going with the Cardinals as well. You're going with the Cardinals as well. Also, another game here. This is
another dumpster fire in the makings.
Okay. Ooh.
Vikings and the Texans.
Ooh, no, Poppy, no.
No, Papi, no.
No, Poppy, no.
You think,
no, Papi, no.
Think Bill O'Brien gets his first victory?
Man, boo this man. Hell
boo this you got man. 2 coaches that are probably the top of the hot seat. Bill O'Brien and Zimmer.
I don't think Zimmer's on the hot seat.
They're underachieving big time.
They're underachieving big time, but I don't think Zimmer's in the hot seat. He did these last couple of seasons have been good for Minnesota. But the Texans, boy.
That DeAndre Hopkins trade is biting him in the ass.
Yeah. Look, I've already said, I don't know when at 0-3 right now, you need to be getting rid of Bill O'Brien, but you're not.
They won't.
I think it depends on what happens with this Vikings game. I think if the Vikings come out there and fucking crush them, Bill O'Brien will get fired.
No.
You think he's riding out the whole season, Jojo Paul?
I don't think so.
You really think that? I'm not buying that for $1, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy that for $1. I'm not buying that for $1, but I'll buy that.
This is another dumpster fire game.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I can't. Oh God, this is terrible.
Which game is terrible? What you got?
This one.
I do got the Giants and the Rams.
Wow.
Rams. I'll buy that.
I'd buy
You go with
that
the Rams?
for $1.
Yeah, they're playing the Giants.
Yeah, they're
Still a
playing
big
Giants.
point spread, like almost 2 touchdowns.
That's 2 touchdown point spread.
I don't know. The Vikings Texans. Man, I hate to say it, but Bill O'Brien could sneak a victory out this week.
Oh, I don't know, my brother.
Yeah, I went with Minnesota last week and they shit the bed on me. So
Yeah.
I'm off of them for a week. I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the Texans this week. I'll do my one stretch game, and this is it here. I'll go with the Texans.
I ain't feeling that one. I'm
You go with the Vikings?
Yeah. I'm going.
Maybe it'll end in a tie.
Maybe it will, and I'll buy. Now that I'll buy for $1.
I'd buy that.
Now that I'll buy for $1.
3-3.
Give me a 3. Give me this. Yes, that has all the makings of a 9-6 field goal fest. Look, Deshaun Watson gonna still have 450 yards, but it's gonna end in a field goal fest, 9-6. Fuck around and tie it. Probably, and that's, if anything, if he don't, I say it comes down to a last second field goal, 9-6. He will. One of these kickers will miss the field goal, and it's gonna be an in game. Vikings for the win. I'm
You
gonna
go with the Vikings. Okay.
I'm gonna take the
I'll
Vikings.
go against Grant again. I'll stick with Texans.
We already said Rams. Take the Rams.
I'd buy that for $1.
Colts Bears, another fascinating matchup.
Yes.
The
The Bears are probably the worst 3-0 team in football right now.
I've heard
And that's
that.
coming from a Bears fan. He said we are the worst 3-0 football team in the
Oh
world.
my God.
I mean, they're not going to start Trubisky. I think Trubisky's done.
No, they already say Nick Foles is a starter.
So now everything changes. This is a winnable game.
this is a winnable game. They could go to 4-0 because this
But
game is winnable. Do I trust them? Do we trust the
Philip
Colts?
Rivers.
Do we trust Philip Rivers? Hell no, we don't trust Philip. Let me say that again.
No, papi,
I
no.
don't trust Philip Rivers.
They're playing in Chicago, so I might give the edge to the Bears on that one.
Yeah, well, Indy is the field goal favorite on that. That's gonna be another
field goal.
another field goal fucking fest. It has all the makings of despite the fact that they scored didn't Chicago score like 30-something points last week once they got Foles in there. It's still gonna be a field
they're
goal.
playing the Falcons.
Yeah, that is true.
Our grandmothers could come back on the Falcons.
Yes, sir. I'll buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's see what else we got here. Bills Raiders, Jojo Paul.
A very underrated game.
Very underrated. This is going to be
man.
your 3:25 in the afternoon.
They're playing
game
in
on Sunday.
Vegas.
Okay.
Now, oh man, I went against the Bills last week, but they're also sitting at 3-0. Do I think the Bills can go 4-0? I think this will be the game they'll drop. I'll go with the Raiders.
Ooh,
They're on the road,
I'd buy that for $1.
so I'll take the Raiders this week.
you're gonna take the Raiders. You know what? I think the Bills coming off of last week may have learned their mistakes, learned from their lessons, and know what they got to do. I will go with the Buffalo Bills on that one. Just
We're going against the grain on each other. I like this. I like this.
I'll go with the
This is
Buffalo
interesting.
Bills on that one. And one more fascinating matchup happening on Sunday night: the Eagles versus the 49ers. Both teams are essentially
The
mashed,
Purple Heart Bowl,
basically the
the
arm.
Mash Bowl,
the
the
Lockheed-
Red Cross Bowl.
That's right. You call it what you want. This is basically a whole bunch of injured teams.
right.
This will probably be a trash Sunday night game. It might be.
Feel like a junior high football game.
Oh my gosh, this might be terrible, man. With all these stars missing,
But you got Carson Wentz.
the edge goes to 49ers because of Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has been, everybody will tell you in Eagles fan, they are not happy with Carson Wentz right now. So that's what I'm going with. I'm gonna have to go rock.
I'm going with the Niners because they're playing in San Fran. So
Yeah,
I'd buy that for $1.
buy that for $1. Buy that for $1. All right. One more game, Jojo Paul. Monday night. Turn that down real quick. Monday night, Jojo Paul. Big game, big matchup. Will we see another epic meltdown
I don't
in the
think they'll-
Save Dan Quinn campaign?
I don't think the Falcons will even get a lead.
I don't think the Falcons. I think they will get a lead because their defense, the Packers' defense is kind of you can beat that defense. It just comes down to the other portions of the game where you're going to have to win that. I saw this last week. The Saints could have beat them.
Right.
The Saints could have won that game had Sean Payton not decided to go Taysom Hill. We got to run a Taysom Hill play on 3rd and 1, and he ended up fumbling the ball. Despite the fact that the team was running well, They don't have a good run defense over there at Green Bay. Will Atlanta run the ball or try to air it out and get into a shootout with Aaron Rodgers? That's the question.
Matty Ice can do that. Matty Ice is capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
The defense can't hold.
Absolutely. So
or they, the offense goes on vacation in the second half. They'll put up 20 points and lose 21-20.
So based on what I know about, and like I said, Aaron Rodgers continues his torrid tear through the NFC and through football. Falcons ain't even gonna get a lead to blow. I got the Packers winning this game. Green
I'd
Bay.
buy that for
I'll go
a
with the
dollar.
Packers.
You going with the Packers as well?
I'd buy that for a dollar.
You buy that for a dollar. I buy that for a dollar. We all in on that. So and of course, even though it's been postponed and it might happen on Tuesday, who do you think is
Chiefs?
It's basically going to be the Chiefs at this point because
Cam Newton's not
Cam's
gonna
not going to be there. But
you got to put the ball in Hoyer's hands or Stidham's hands.
But let me be clear on this, and I've seen this that Kansas City run defense it can get hit, and if you're going to start Jerry,
we're going to see a lot of Sony Michel.
So you're going to see a lot of Sony Michel. You're probably going to see a lot of run game.
In fact, I think that's how the Patriots won last week. Was a lot of run.
A lot of run.
I think over 250 yards on the ground.
A lot of run, a lot of ball control, and making sure Patrick Mahomes stays on that goddamn bench. Because if you get on the field, he's scoring. Right. All right, the boy scored. The boy is a walking touchdown. The boy go get out there and score. Hell, I was watching the goddamn Ravens Chiefs game Monday night, and I was in and out of comas. You know, I do. I get a little like that right there. In the evening time when I get off work, we get a little twisty. And every time I woke up, Patrick Mahomes touchdown. Patrick Mahomes throws another touchdown. So that's what it's going to come down to with that game. I know Cam's not going to be there, but you can expect a heavy dose of running from the Patriot offense. Can the Chiefs stop it? Because that's how they lose. That's how you beat the Kansas City Chiefs right now, is keeping Mahomes off the damn field.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I'd buy that for a dollar.
If Cam Newton was playing, I might lean to the Patriots a little bit.
Me too.
But nah.
Me too. But again, it depends on what happens and how they adjust for the scheme that they're going to run. That's what it's going to come down to with that. So it's going to be an interesting week of football, man.
I think so. I think it's maybe a week we get surprised yet again.
So who is the surprise that some of you are looking for? What is the surprise win that you're looking for?
Any team that's perfect, you kind of get now you got to start watching for things like injuries.
Right.
Desperation.
Right.
If a team is owing something, they're going to get desperate. They're going to pull out all the stops.
Absolutely.
So somebody will be a spoiler. You just don't know when and where.
All right. Before we get up out of here, though, I want to update you on some quick college football scores. If you're watching live, again, Jacksonville State continues.
Really?
21-14 now.
Oh, they're holding.
Jacksonville State is holding right now. Wait a second. That is at halftime. So they're at the half right now. Florida State fan, y'all panic.
Yeah, is the coach on the hot seat?
They are definitely on the hot seat as we update you on the college football games right now. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. A lot of I'm looking at this picture. Look at that, JoJo Paul. Look at that. They got a defenses lined up for Florida State, and look how Jacksonville offenses line. They're unhappy. I'm watching on Twitter right now. Florida State fan is not happy. You got 3 open wide receivers right there. Nobody's covering them. Nobody's watching them. So a lot of people are unhappy right now with the Florida State football team right now. But it's not looking good right now. Also, Kentucky continues to lead Ole Miss 21-14 at this hour. Duke leading Virginia Tech also at this hour as we get caught up on the college football games. Any more upsets that you've seen this weekend? Well, any other upsets? Let me see.
Alabama is now up 35-14.
Well, it didn't pull away. So there you go, Aggie land. I'm sorry, Aggie fans. Buy that for $1. Overrated. But then again, that damn A&M Aggie, them poor bastards. I'm quite sure they're regretting coming to the SEC at this point.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I've already said this. Texas, UT and Houston, y'all need to come join us in the SEC.
Longhorns won't go to the SEC.
Bring your ass. Stop being scared. Stop being
Texas
scared.
will not go to the SEC.
Stop being a big fish in a small ass fish bowl. All right, stop being a whale inside of a fish bowl. Come join the big dogs and come see us in the SEC. This is for all you Longhorn fans out there. I need you to spread the message, and also while you at it, spread the hashtag Save Dan Quinn. We appreciate you.
Dan Quinn.
We love Dan Quinn. We appreciate the guy. Anything else we forgot to cover, my brother, before we get up out of here?
A quick note in tennis. Serena Williams' quest for 24 falls short yet again. Her Achilles acted up in the second round. She couldn't go do her match. So it was called a walkover. I never heard of that term. So I had to look it up, and basically she couldn't play because her Achilles from the US Open is acting up again.
That's sad. That's
Naomi
unfortunate.
Osaka already withdrew for a hamstring issue, so you're seeing a different look and a different field on the women's side of the French Open.
Oh, no doubt. So there you go, Jojo Paul getting you caught up with the good tennis talk. We love us.
Is unsure of her next appearance.
No doubt. And I think that's about it, my brother.
That's about it.
We still got about 10 minutes left. We got about 10 minutes left on the show. Is anything else you want to chime in about? The phone lines are open at 512-522-3006. If you want to chime in, jump in on the conversation. We're taking your calls right now. Big shout out to my man George, who again told us about a couple of games being canceled on Sunday, which is all right. We expected this.
One is a cancellation. The other one's tentative reschedule.
Tentatively rescheduled, right? So get ready for
Another
that.
an interesting note in the world of baseball. The Phillies, remember they signed Bryce Harper? They fired their GM. Oh, he stepped down to be reassigned. So basically, they probably told him to step down or get fired.
Now, before we get up out of here, I do need to talk about this, about the MLB. I did not know that they're having the playoffs in Arlington. Okay,
really?
Yeah, they're gonna do the World Series, everything because Texas got the Rangers got the new ballpark. They got the brand new.
It's a nice ballpark. I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't seen it. I've seen it in pictures.
I've seen it on TV. It is nice. I'm not gonna lie.
So they're bringing the whole playoffs, and they're supposed to be letting fans in. I don't know, but I did see that the Marlins advanced.
Yes,
I did see that.
That is great for a 100-loss team to be in the postseason and knocking out the Cubs too.
But how in the fuck do they do this shit? They do this shit.
Go Don Mattingly.
How they do this shit, dude? They win the World Series, blow the fucking team up,
and then
for 2-3
10
years
they suck,
and then they come back and win another fucking World Series.
Well,
this is ridiculous.
Because they expanded the postseason.
This is true.
If they didn't expand the postseason, they wouldn't have been in.
This is true. But also Yankees still in it, of course. Lots of playoff action.
The Astros are still in it for now.
For now, we're gonna keep our thoughts to ourselves about the Astros. They need to go ahead and just finish the season in one piece. I hope. All right. Other than that, man, we got a whole bunch of different stories. Of course, Cam Newton tested positive for COVID-19. Shout out to Tyler Hero. He's becoming a hero. He is the youngest NBA player to start a finals game. And what else we got? I think that's about it, my brother. That's about it. I'll just give you an update on the sports. That's what we do here at the Untitled Sports Show. I'm trying to check this Alabama score. Are they still at the half?
35-14.
Boy, that was anyway. Time for us to get up out of here, though. We thank you so much for rocking with us and come and check us out here on the Untitled Sports Show. Don't forget, you can subscribe to this podcast on the Mills MIC podcast on Spotify, Google Play, Apple, and everywhere you can listen to links. Also at mykiss1031.com.
What?
Yeah, that's right. The podcast is up there. Jojo Paul, you can reach him.
Absolutely nowhere.
Because he doesn't do social media.
Yeah.
And if you need to get at the man, get at him through me. I'll make
sure. That's my agent.
That's basically what it is.
Hey, basically, you do own my vocal rights.
I don't own them. I don't own them. I mean,
you have permission to use my voice likeness.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the permission on the licenses. This is being recorded, so when it goes into court, you start acting funny, I can play it back. All right, but we appreciate y'all for checking us out this week. Don't forget, we'll be back next Saturday inside the Untitled Sports Show with Mel's and Jojo Paul.
Absolutely.
We will see you next week. You be safe out there.
Right.
Stay ducking that Rona, wear your mask, and don't be like your dumbass president. Let me go ahead and clap it up. That's right. I said it.
He said it.
That's right. I said it, and he said it too. You want the smoke? Come bring it. We'll see you guys next week. We're here, right here, for the Untitled Sports Show live with Mel's and Jojo Paul. Peace.